One might perhaps hoped, with the various rumors circulating about the sexual orientations of Tories in or near the corridors of power on Parliament Hill, that LGBT people might not have fared so badly under the Conservative regime. After all, just last week, Jason Kenney himself announced a pilot program through which Citizenship and Immigration Canada will help refugees persecuted based on sexual orientation. Then again, his Christmas present was $53 million in budget cuts to the organizations who could support them once they're actually here. How about a quick walk down memory lane to review the impact of the Harper Government on queer people? Let's see. The Prime Minister hired a Chief of Staff who has compared hate crime laws protecting queer people to Nazi tyranny. He appointed a senator who says people make a choice to be gay. His speechwriter has described same-sex marriage and adoption as ridiculous. The Tory government took away federal funding for Toronto's Pride celebrations. They removed references to LGBT people from an immigration handbook describing our country's achievements. They cut $1 million in funding from AIDS service organizations. Last week in the government's final hours, Tory senators stalled the vote on reforms that would allow Canada to cost-effectively export HIV medications to people in need around the world. Another casualty of the fallen government was Bill C-389, which would have protected the human rights of transsexual and transgendered Canadians. I'll stop there. The Tories have had over 5 years to try and undermine Canadian social values, and I've got less than 5 minutes to talk about it. And remember, all of this was done in the absence of a firm majority of seats in the House. The amount of faith I place in electoral politics is limited at best. But I'll be honest with you, I don't care who replaces the federal Conservatives. I have little time for the vicious partisanship that exists in this country, sometimes most acutely between the Liberals and the NDP. I'm in favor of any outcome resulting in the removal of the current regime from power. It could be the NDP, in my dreams where I'm wearing my social justice happy rose-colored glasses. It could be the Liberals, in my slightly less pleasant but still palatable dreams. Frankly, it could be an escaped mob of veterinary drug-addled organ-grinders monkeys smashing cymbals, wearing gold lame tutus and lip-syncing to Lady Gaga for all I care. Or it could be a coalition government. Already there are signs of hope. Out lesbian of color Diana Andrews just announced her candidacy in Etobicoke. Stalwart advocates like Michael Erickson are throwing their hats into the ring. Community members and supporters, from Olivia Chow to Libby Davies, are gearing up for re-election. Polls are showing the Tories in the lead currently, but a lot can happen between now and Election Day. I'm looking forward to heading to the polling station to cast my vote. Ideally, if we all do the same, the winds of change will prevail. But I'm willing to get out my own pair of cymbals and a gold lame tutu if I have to. For Rabble TV, I'm Sean Sims, and not Rex Murphy.